What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over everything in the brand new desert update. If you did see my recent short talking about it, basically some of those features I'm going to be showing off here in this long size video, as well as some others that they didn't leak or reveal whenever it wasn't out yet. Now to start off, I'm going to be showing off features. You can already sort of see one right here. There's a new favorited tab on the dressing room. If you click on it, you could probably guess what it's supposed to be, but basically, if I were to say to have another fit on, I can actually go to my favorite tab and put my fit on just like that. Now, if you want to know how to save outfits, basically you want to wear the outfit you want to save, press on the favorite tab, then press the plus. That'll actually add it. Then I believe if you press the minus, if you're wearing that fit, it will remove it. Now, of course, that's not the only feature they added, because if you saw my short, they added streak restoring. So, without further ado, let's go check that out. So here we are at the tech web, and as you see, we have a new button right here. Streak restoring is coming September the 4th, aka when this update actually comes out. Whenever you click on it, it pretty much explains that it will be free until September 14th, aka a week after the desert biome. Now we got all the features. I'm going to show off the new biome and all of its new gadgets and blocks. So obviously I am in the desert wilds, and as you see, here is the entrance. Here's what the surroundings look like, and here's some cactus. First up, one of these blocks is this fire block. If you couldn't tell, basically, whenever you activate it, it'll spit out this fire, which is a new effect. Not only that, they added many terrain, but to sort of blend it with this terrain, they added quicksand. It looks quite similar to the dune terrain, but the problem is, if you actually try to walk or go into it, as you see here, you'll start to sink in the quicksand. The way you get out of it is by swimming out, which does take a bit of time, so I'd recommend do not step into quicksand. Not only that, if you did see my short, basically they're adding a minecart and rails. Basically, if I grab the lab promo code for the minecart, you can see that we have the minecart and we have the rail. Just put this on your bottom and you can actually ride these rails. Now, of course, this isn't the only type of rail, judging that there's many others on this tech web. From the detector rails to long embedded rails, there's pretty much anything you can imagine. Also, if you think that the minecarts and rail system is pretty slow, don't worry, because I have a solution. Basically, if you paint it any glowing color, it'll actually make the rails faster. So that is the rails and minecart. But you may be wondering, this is the desert update, where are the cactus? Now, of course, we did have some cactus in the files for a long time, but they actually updated it and added a new feature with them. Basically, if I were to jump on this cactus or hug it, you could see my controllers vibrate, and to better show it off, it launches you in the air. Help me. Yep. Now, of course, this isn't all the blocks, because of course we have many decorations, from cow skulls to oil lanterns to many other different types of rocks and cactuses. There are many. Now time for the gadgets. You may have already saw some on the tech web whenever I showed that off, but the first I'm going to show is, well, go and type it in. It is the revolver. Pretty much the way it works is you can press the top button to open up the barrel, and whatever you do, you actually have to use these special bullets. You can load 6 of them in there. Once you've done that, you can actually spin the barrel by pressing the top button again, and by close it, just tilt it to the side. Once you get the hang of it, you can make some crazy trick shots compared to the pellet gun. As you see, we got the bullet, so we load it in there. Let's spin the magazine around a couple times. Close it up. Blank, blank, and there's the bullet. Now, I've already shown off the minecart, but I'm also going to be showing off the fire axe. Basically, this is the fire axe. I believe it does destroy pillows, and it does way more knockback compared to a bat. Now, of course, they added fire, but while they add fire without adding gadgets for that. Luckily, they added many gadgets revolving around fire. One of them is the flare gun. The way the flare gun works is it's similar to the pellet gun, but it shoots these fireballs. And of course, double tapping with it works too. Pretty cool. Now, you may think this is the only fire gadget, but of course there are many more. As you see, we have a flamethrower. The flamethrower works similar to the flare gun. You pull the string and it'll shoot out way more fire. Of course it'll stop after a bit, but you can pretty much rapid fire this. Of course it does cost cotton to use, but that's the really only downside to it. And the last I'm going to show is the boomerang. Basically, the way the boomerang works is you can actually throw it, it'll go out a bit, they can actually catch it. So, now we got that done, I'm going to be showing off all the new maps. Of course, the Desert Wilds is a map, which is actually the thing I'm in right now to show off all these amazing blocks. But, if you probably guessed, there's way more maps to be shown. In fact, since I'm only on Lab 1, there's probably way more to be shown. In fact, it's been confirmed with a desert village. So, without further ado, let's go to our first map, aka Desert Town. So, here we are in the mineshaft. Basically, we can buy a minecart over here for beans, and we can use the new rail system to get to our other maps. So, let's go.
Wow, wait. Oh my.
So here we are to our first stop,
which
is right here on the rails, and it is actually called Cops and Robbers. So without further ado, let's go rob. So here we are in Cops and Robbers. Basically, this uses the new Sheriff game mode. Basically, you can join one team, the Robbers, or the other team, the Sheriffs. The Sheriff's job is to protect the bank, while the Robber's job is to steal a selectment and assortment of items from the bank. Some of these items include a portrait, a trophy, a purse, a ring, and a banana. Why is there a banana? So now we're a robber, let's go rob the bank. All this is a pretty good game mode map. I personally don't really like it. Since the cops can just camp, being on the robber team really just kind of sucks. But enough of this map, and let's go to our next map in the desert biome. Basically, if we actually keep going this way, we can find our second map. Basically, once you go across that railroad system, you will be finding the Outlaw Oasis. So, without further ado, let's go check it out.
Headshot.
Basically, this map uses the Outlaw game mode compared to the Sheriff game mode. Now, the Outlaw game mode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there is one shooter, and they have to try to attack all of the village folks. If you could tell we're the village folks. Now, our job as the village folks is to actually survive from this killer.
Bro, you're
If we
not
die, I
fooling me,
believe
bro.
we don't. Oh,
Under we are.
really sorry if I'm wrong on this game mode. Please correct me in the comments, but that's what I believe what this game mode is. Now, even though this game mode's cool, I'm not really going to be playing it much. But yeah, if you'd like to see more of me and my videos, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell if anyone does that anymore. And see you in my next video.